stress, overwhelm, depression, anxiety, pain, overthinking. Are you dealing with any of these issues? I think most people are these days. The world is changing faster than we can ever imagine, and there's so much going on that is causing a lot of people, especially stress. On this channel, the Crystal Center of Healing, I want to help you deal with those by setting up a self care practice for yourself. If you can just 20, 30 minutes a day in a nice, quiet place where you can turn on my video and I'll guide you through some tools, things that I've learned over 20 years of learning energy medicine and energy healing. Before COVID, I actually had a business that was called the Crystal Center of Healing. I had a studio, I saw clients, I coached them, I did some energy healing on them. But, COVID changed a lot of things and in ways we never thought the world would change. So let's talk a little bit about self-care. A lot of people have issues with thinking that they should take care of themselves. They think it's selfish. But in reality, it's selfish not to take care of yourself. You should love yourself first, and there's other people that care about you and love you and want you to be around as long as you possibly can. So in that vein, it's not selfish at all. I know I struggle with weight since I've gotten older. I'm in my 50s. I'm going through menopause, which is horrible. But from the other things, the stress, the overwhelm, the anxiety, the overthinking, the tools that I use in my everyday life really do help me, at least in those aspects. On this channel, I want to do some guided meditations and learning some just basic other tools to help you every day. And some of the meditations will build upon themselves to get your chakras in balance and things of that nature. Because nature is all about balance. You got to give and receive. You can't just keep giving and giving and giving to the point that you burn yourself out. It's just not fair to you and everybody else. And as far as giving and receiving, that's actual science. And it's in psychology. And it's a spiritual law. So, does that convince you yet? I hope so. Let's talk about creating a space for your self-care. Through the guided meditations that I'm going to be doing on this channel, you'll need a quiet place to do that. Where you're not disturbed, hang a sign on the door, tell everybody, that you're going to be incognito. No, that's not really the right word, is it? You'll be out of commission for 20, 30 minutes. I know people that put signs on the door so the FedEx guy doesn't ring the doorbell and things of that nature. But you can sit on the floor, you can be in lotus style, or in my day we called it Indian style. I think my son called it crisscross applesauce. But definitely you don't want to be disturbed. If you want to just sit in a chair with both feet flat on the floor and your hands in your lap, that would be the best way for my meditations that I'm going to run you through. You want to dress comfortably. No fur babies in the room with you. They tend to steal your energy away, so you don't want that. You want this for yourself. Let's see, what else? You don't want to cross your legs or anything unless you're sitting in lotus style, and that's okay because you'll be grounding. The reason for that is you want to ground to the earth. Most of us aren't very grounded, especially with everything going on in the world. And I want you to be grounded, and we'll go through that in the meditations too. So you don't have to worry about writing that down right now. I'm going to teach you the white sheet method of clearing your space from negative or low vibration energy. Yeah, I'm a little woo-woo, so a lot of people will burn sage or put crystals or salt, crosses, talismans. With the white sheet method, you don't need any of that. All you need to do is have good intentions and be able to visualize in your mind. I'm going to teach you grounding methods. And there's different ways of grounding. We can just talk about that a little bit. You can ground by taking a walk in nature for about 20 minutes. Eating root vegetables will ground you. Swimming, standing outside in your bare feet for a while will even do it. And there's one thing I'm going to teach you today that you can just do, and you can do it anywhere, and it might look a little strange to people, but it's actually something you do very quickly. I personally use a tuning fork that attunes you to the earth, and that helps me ground. I have people in my life that actually ground me, so sometimes I'll say, hey, just send me a message, and like I'm grounded in seconds. Some people just have that energy. I'm too busy, like up in the heavens, with that, dealing with that energy. So let's go through the white sheet method of clearing your space. So get comfortable, both feet flat on the floor, if I can talk, and close your eyes, and I'm going to do it with you. And we're just going to visualize the room you're in your mind, and visualize that the floor is covered completely with a white sheet. So I'll give you a few seconds to visualize a white sheet on the floor. And you can actually stand to do this too. Sometimes that helps. And you'll know why here in a minute. So we got the white sheet on the ground. We're going to, in our mind, lift that white sheet an inch off the ground. And as we lift this sheet, we're going to keep lifting it in our mind. It's going to take away all negative stuff, all low vibration stuff. We're just going to gently keep raising that sheet. If you're standing, you can actually use your hands or sitting to raise that sheet. Keep going up and up and up into the sky. And you can call in angels if you believe in angels or helpers to take that sheet away. And sit for a second and just kind of feel how the room feels. Does it feel any lighter? If not, you can keep repeating it until it feels lighter. Just use your body to sense if it does or not. And the great thing about this one technique, you can do it anywhere. I've done it at work. When people start getting a little punchy at work, I will know that it's time to clear the office. And I've been doing this a long time, that I can clear the whole floor at once. And sometimes I have to do it multiple times, and then I notice people start to calm down a little bit. It actually really works. So that's the clearing method to clear your space. And I behoove you to do that anytime you watch any of my videos. I will try to remind everybody, and maybe I'll go through it because it really doesn't take that long in each video. So we have a nice clear space for you to work on the meditation and not have to worry about, if you sense certain things in the room. Oh, and the other thing about your room is, it's better if it's not cluttered. Clutter tends to make people anxious, so if you can, have a room that's not cluttered, that you're doing these exercises in, that would be great. Let's work on one of the grounding, real simple. This is another one that you can do wherever. You could be sitting or standing for this, and all I want you to do is rub your hands till you feel heat, and then shake them out. Some people do this differently, but I always like to shake them out, and then I rub again. And the reason why we use our hands is because they're electromagnetic, and you have chakras in your hands too. So you're getting the energy, you're fluffing the energy, as some people would say, and then simply just place them on your thighs for a minute and just sense how that feels. if you feel fully in your body. And if you're still struggling, you can do it again, or take the feeling that you have from your thighs and go down your leg into your feet, and then visualize roots coming out of the bottom of your feet like you're a tree. And just let them grow into the earth, going through each layer of rock, clay, sand, wherever you may be, to the middle of the earth. And then just feel how that feels. Take a deep breath, let it out, and just feel how it feels to be connected to the earth. Let's take another deep breath in. We're going to count for 5 in. We're going to hold for 2. And we're going to let out for 4. Let's do that again. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 2. 1, 2. Let out for 4. 2, 3, 4. Come back to the room. How do you feel? Hopefully a little calmer since we cleared the space and we grounded you. The next thing I want to do is called Heaven Rushing In. So let's rub our hands again and shake them off. Rub them a little more. And raise your arms above your head. Now just feel the space in between your hands. You should feel some tingling. You could put your head back a little bit and take in the energy that you can feel coming down. And if you don't feel anything, that's okay. It's working regardless. Once you get a little more sensitive to the energies, and you should as you work with me more. And let's just pull the energy into your head, your wisdom center. And we'll just keep pulling more in. The energy is just pouring down from the heavens into your head. I'm going to put my hands together and come down to my heart. Take a big breath in, hold it, and let it out. Let's do another breath. Come back to the room. So I'm hoping you're feeling a little more balanced right now. Maybe a little calmer. Maybe the anxiety's gone away. Maybe the stress coming out of your shoulders a little bit. So I want you to practice that for a week, because I plan on doing weekly videos